Now on KREM 2 News, a sign of hope. Washington's governor vows to ramp up vaccine efforts, and Spokane was chosen as a site for mass vaccinations.
And let's face it, the only way we're going to get on the other side of this health pandemic is when we get 75 to 80% of our community vaccinated.
Mayor Nadine Woodward is speaking out after the governor's announcement why she says it'll be an easy transition to convert the COVID testing we have now.
We should see our fair share of sunshine this week, but I am tracking when the weather pattern is going to turn a little bit colder and perhaps snowier as well.
Breaking news now at 11. A cyber attack is affecting phones and emails for the Okanagan County government. The sheriff's office says they've taken down parts of the county systems, and it's also affecting Okanagan County Public Health. Right now, there is no projected restoration date, but the county will provide updates by 5 p.m. daily. Anyone who is having problems is asked to call the number there on your screen.
Well, this is taking place immediately, so people over the age of 65 and those, as I've described, are now eligible to go get vaccines, and we hope people will.
A huge announcement there by Washington Governor Jay Inslee in the race to get more people vaccinated. Washington has moved into phase 1B, which means those 65 or older or living in multi-generational homes can receive the coronavirus vaccine. And good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here on KREM 2 News at 11. I'm Regina On.
It's good to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham. Mark is off tonight. Let's get to our big story tonight. Speeding up vaccinations across the state. Governor Jay Inslee announced a new push to get everyone vaccinated. It includes a huge goal. The state hopes to vaccinate 45,000 people per day. Number 2. Next, a mass vaccination site will open up at the Spokane Arena, and this comes as Inslee announced that the state will move to phase 1B of the vaccination process. That means those 65 and older can now get the vaccine. And number 3, the state also released a more in-depth version of the Phase Finder tool today. The program will allow people to enter personal details such as age, essential worker status, and health conditions to see if they're eligible.
So with that said, the new COVID-19 vaccination rollout plan is really good news for people all across our region, but especially for those who are at high risk for the virus. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones spoke with people today who are excited about getting the vaccination.
Time and time again throughout this pandemic, the Spokane Arena has played a huge role in serving the community. For the last month, it's been a testing location, and now distributing vaccines will be the next step to overcoming this virus. Restrictions from the pandemic have been challenging. Families have been separated, and the fatigue that comes from isolation can be overwhelming at times.
I am excited very well because it will mean that I feel safer to get to see my children and my grandchildren.
As the vaccine continues to be rolled out in the state, its arrival has been a sigh of relief. Washington's new threshold to receive immunization will include anyone over the age of 65. For people like Bev Morris, she's ready to receive her vaccine.
Who do you call to make an appointment, or do you have to get in line with your car? They're showing things all over the country where people are waiting in line for 8 to 10 hours, and most of us are not up to that.
Last year, she spent time in the ICU, and protocols made an already difficult situation even more complicated.
That's really hard, to be in the hospital and not have any visitors.
Moving forward, the Spokane Arena provides a bit of hope. Next week, they'll begin distributing vaccines. Details about how it'll work will be released in the coming days. In his announcement, Governor Inslee said vaccine allocations will be split between places like the arena, local clinics, and pharmacies.
Well, I was really pleased with the fact that they're opening it up, and they seem to have somewhat of a plan for logistically speaking.
From Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
We have a new plan to get vaccinations out. Right now, we're only getting fewer than 50% of the supply out and into the arms of people in our communities. That's not good enough. So the fact that this is a very robust plan, I'm very, very grateful for. I'm also very happy that the state has chosen Spokane to be the site of one of the mass vaccination locations.
Earlier today, I spoke one-on-one with Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward on the governor's announcement. She says the new plan is a great way to kickstart more people getting vaccinated in our community. She went on to say the Spokane Arena is prepared for a mass vaccination site because of how well the Chaz drive-through testing has gone. Now, if you would like to watch our full interview with her, you can just head to KREM.com.
And the Spokane Regional Health District has released a statement in response to Governor Jay Inslee selecting Spokane as a mass COVID-19 vaccination site. The statement said in part, mass vaccination planning is already underway through a collaborative work group of healthcare providers and the health district. The state's efforts will accelerate our ability to get more people vaccinated faster.
Not only will the vaccine be available at the Spokane Arena, but local pharmacies as well. The vaccines being allocated will be split between mass vaccination sites, local clinics, and pharmacies. So be sure to check your pharmacy's website to see when the vaccine will be available to you.
And that phase finder will advise you what phase you will be in during this prioritization process.
Washington State has rolled out a more robust version of an online tool that determines eligibility for the COVID-19 vaccine. The survey now asks the questions related to Phase 1B. Again, that's mostly dealing with seniors and people in those high-risk settings. It also asks you more in-depth questions such as health conditions or if you're an essential worker. If you're eligible, you will receive a confirmation message to show a vaccine provider. But also a lot of you have been reaching out to us saying that you received this message, the 502 bad gateway message. The Department of Health tweeted this saying that there's a lot of people who are using the site and simply overwhelming it. If you do get this error message, just wait a bit and then try again later.
Some good advice, and our vaccine team is committed to bringing you the latest. If you want more details about Washington's vaccine rollout plan, text the word vaccine to 509-448-2000 and we'll send you everything we know. All right, taking a live look at the outage map now, there are still many households throughout the inland Northwest still without power. This is a result of last Wednesday's deadly windstorm that tore through Spokane and North Idaho. Today, Avista says 96% of their customers' power has been restored. The remaining customers without power in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene can expect to have their power restored tonight. Some customers in Kellogg, though, may take a little bit longer.
All right, turning now to a look at weather. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, actually. And, it was nice to see a little bit of sun out there. I know a lot of folks are still cleaning up after last week. So, Thomas, what can we expect for the rest of this week?
Yeah, should get actually some more sunshine. And Regina, I have to thank you, first of all, for sending me this beautiful picture of the sunset tonight. Just, yeah, absolutely.
You know me, I always text you all of my weather pictures, as we all should.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And if you have a weather photo at home that you'd like to share with me, you can either use the Near Me feature of our app, or you could just send me a message my way over on Facebook and Twitter as well. Would love to see the views, and keep those cameras at the ready, because I think it's going to be a stunning week of sunsets throughout the week, because we will get our fair share of sunshine. But without the cloud cover at night, it's going to be a little bit cold, especially for the morning hours. Mid-20s in Spokane, waking up tomorrow morning. Could be around 20 degrees or even upper teens in some northern areas for Tuesday morning. Chance of some morning fog as well. Have not had any reports of that so far tonight, so that is some good news. I'm going mostly cloudy skies, but we'll still see some sun breaks, especially in the afternoon hours as we reach the upper 30s yet again. That will also be a common theme throughout the course of this week. Our weather pattern does change heading into the weekend. We'll get some colder weather, and as our snapshot of future tracker will show you here, a chance for some snowfall heading into the back half of the weekend. So I'm tracking this weather system and what you need to know as of this point and where we stand in terms of snowfall so far this month. So we'll look at those statistics in just a few minutes.
All right, Thomas, thanks so much. We're just getting started here on the news at 11. We're looking ahead to tomorrow, including the newest addition to the Spokane Police Department. Plus, Spokane Public Schools is holding a webinar to talk about the state of schools.
And then later, our Casey Decker is diving in deeper to the governor's biggest announcements today, including how the governor plans to vaccinate 45,000 people a day.